Thursday Night Football is on, and it's only on Prime Video. This week, the Seattle Seahawks face the Arizona Cardinals in an NFC West showdown. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with football's best party, TNF Tonight, presented by Verizon. Not a Prime member? Not a problem. Simply sign up for a 30-day free trial. It's the Seahawks and the Cardinals, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime Video. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Now tuned into the greatest.
So when that bag come, I won't fumble. I'm just stacking on the low, but hey, I'm tired of being humble. Let me get to it. That motivation music. Get control of your life, don't let nobody else do it. Cause I'm not gonna have match Ep.505 cruising. Like you winning on the...
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson, all the way from Detroit to Chicago to your speakers and headphones. Now, I appreciate you tuning in to the first interactive sports podcast, a community that makes sure your voice is heard. So if you hear something you agree with, you disagree with, you like or you dislike, go ahead, shoot us a quick take on the voicemail line. That's 219-413-9405. And of course, we will play your take back on our next episode. And then shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this episode. Get $20 off your first ticket purchase when you use the promo code The Run Podcast. Now, this code can only be applied for first-time users on the mobile app or website. So I don't know about you, but football season is going strong right now. MLB playoffs are about to get started. It's a lot of different things happening. And I mean, maybe you do want to go see your team play, but if you're like mine, if you're a fan of the Falcons, then you don't want to see them play because we just got popped by 30 points against the Carolina Panthers. This team is going to seriously make me lose my damn mind. 30 points. Now, I'm trying to chill out. I don't want to be the one overreacting over here, but I can't help it, bro. 30 to zip against the worst defense in the NFL? Are you kidding me? Now, I swear, man, I usually try and be cool about stuff like this. Everybody has these type of bad games, but damn it, this is a game that's a fireable offense. This is a game where people need to start getting put in a hot seat. Your seat needs to be heated up after a game like this. 30-0 against the worst, one of the worst teams in the league, the worst defense in the league. This is unacceptable. And for the offense, oh my gosh, please come to the stand just a little bit so I can talk to you. Michael Penix Jr., holla at me real quick. Zach Robinson, holla at me real quick. You know what, F it. Raheem Morris, holla at me real quick. Because for a second, just for 1 second, this is the thing that blows my mind. All right, yeah, I get it. We played bad. The offensive play call was rough. Michael Penix had you can honestly say that this was his welcome to the league moment for Michael Penix Jr. So I'll even somewhat give him a pass for that. I ain't never seen him look like this a day in my life. I was looking at him a little sideways in this performance here, but Michael Penix Jr. had the rough game. You overlooked a lot of different targets that was out there. And also Zach Robinson with the play calling still rough. Somebody, please. I don't know who the hell is out there, but somebody please tell Zach Robinson that it is not illegal to get out of the pistol. Or somebody tell Zach Robinson it is legal in the NFL to use a different formation than the pistol formation. Please, somebody tell him. Because the only time I've noticed Zach Robinson going out of the pistol formation is on third downs when it's so obvious on a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8 that you're gonna pass the ball. Why? Why is this offense so predictable? Why is everything so like just relaxed on the offensive end. There's no spontaneity. There is nothing that is catching the defense off guard. There is nothing that has any sense of urgency within this offense of the Atlanta Falcons right now. And when Michael Penix Jr. have a game like he did against the Panthers, overlooking targets, doing whatever, his welcome to the NFL moment, come on, man. I'm speechless. They literally leave me speechless in times like this. So this needs to be cleaned up immediately. Zach Robinson needs to bring his ass down to the field, call these plays, make sure Penix can hear him through the headset. I know they said that was an issue that was going on, but are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous, man. This team has so much potential, and we took maybe 5 steps back. 5 steps, not just one. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we even took 10 steps back in this Panthers loss 30-0. This is not even just a 5 step back and 1 step. No, 2 step. No, this was 10 steps back from any of the progress that we've seen over the past few years at this point, because it was so many different things wrong with this Atlanta Falcons offense. And it was just flat out embarrassing. It was flat out embarrassing to be beat down like this against the Carolina Panthers. Just ridiculous, man. It was a ridiculous performance. Okay, so what the oddball thing about here, now that I've gotten all of that out, the odd thing about this game against the Panthers here is, yes, we struggled. The offense looked bad. I'm just stunned in another sense. I don't even know why I'm surprised at this team, first of all, for disappointing me like this on another Sunday, of course. But the craziest part about this Falcons loss 30-0, and one of the reasons I am so embarrassed and so disappointed in this team as a whole is because we lost 30-0 against the worst team in the NFL, of course, but we had more rushing yards, we had more passing yards, we had more first downs, more third down conversions than the Panthers, but we still couldn't even get a single 3 points on the board. We couldn't get a touchdown. We didn't score in the red zone at all. We didn't do anything at all, but yet we had the Panthers beat in so many different statistical categories in this one single game. We didn't surprise the Panthers defense with anything on the offensive end. Hell, we ain't even get out the pistol formation until we had to on 3rd and long. So these are the things that drive me crazy, as a Falcons fan. And I just don't know what's worse. The fact that the offense couldn't put up a point, or the fact that we couldn't even get pressure against the trash O-line that was protecting Bryce Young. Like last week, we had one of the top pressure or top pass rush defenses in the NFL statistically. And then now we forget how to play football. So, you know, it's not the worst I've seen the Atlanta Falcons in some time, but this game here was very, 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 very extremely disappointing from what I've seen. However, one of the things that are claimed to be a problem so far in the season was the fact that Zach Robinson and Michael Penix Jr.'s communication was not able to be secure. So they've said there was some connection issues where Penix can't really hear the plays, which is why we're having some bad issues about coming from a timeout, but still can't even get the play call. We're still getting a delay. Oh my gosh, I just reminded myself. Getting a delay game after coming from a timeout. What? How? What type of team does that? It don't even matter if you can't hear what the coach is saying in your headset. Just run the damn play that you discussed. What were you talking about in a timeout where you got to come back into the game and you still don't know what play you're running? What the hell did y'all discuss? Like, bro, what are we doing? This is the embarrassing type of things that's happening with the Falcons, bro. And like, you know, I think about this and I'm like, damn, I personally don't even want to cut the clip up and post it because I would be even more embarrassed about here. Damn, if I was a Cowboys fan, I'd be on watch. I'd be on watch if I was a Cowboys fan. But I'm a Falcons fan, and it ain't that much better. But at least I ain't got the whole world making fun of me every single second. So, like, I can't even have the fun and make fun of Cowboys fans because my team's so damn bad. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But other than that, look, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, and then we go. So we'll move on. I'll say that. So a lot of people have been talking about because Penix has or had a bad game so far in this early on in the season against the Panthers. Panthers, one of the worst defenses in the league. Penix had a terrible game. A lot of people are wondering, all right, do we move him? Do we bring in Kirk Cousins and things like that? I think this is still very, very, very soon. This is obviously one of those games. Penix has yet to have a bad game so far in the NFL. Out of the, I think, 7 games that he's played, this is the first one. It happens. It's his welcome to the NFL moment. This is the time where, I mean, yeah, he might have got a little flustered. Who cares? And I'm glad it wasn't on prime time against the Bills or prime time against the Eagles or something. But Carolina Panthers, it does worry me that they had Michael Penix Jr. flustered, but again, I think this is something he can shake off. He's shown me otherwise in all of the other games that he's played, that he's been solid, that he's able to deal with the pressure that's brought to him. He's able to find the open targets. In this game here, it clearly was something going on that is probably way beyond what we know. But it was some stuff that was elementary, and he didn't even get a chance to secure it and just make these passes. So that does worry me, but I think it's still way too soon to be talking about moving on from Michael Penix Jr. That's ridiculous right now. Now, if he goes out the next 2 weeks and does this same exact thing, okay, we have Kirk Cousins for a reason. We have 2 great quarterbacks for a reason. But as of right now, no, we don't need to really be looking at other options because Michael Penix Jr. had 1 bad game. He threw, I think it was 2 interceptions. This is the first time he's thrown interceptions. He obviously overlooked a couple of targets that should have been maybe touchdown plays, but welcome to the NFL moment. This was the time, and I'd rather it happen now than later in the season, and we got to at least give him some grace. Hell, we gave Kirk Cousins like 5-6 games of grace before he actually got benched, so at least for Michael Penix Jr., who's somewhat of a rookie, still young player, we at least got to give him the grace of maybe 2 games before we consider moving him to the bench. That's a little absurd, and that is the truest overreaction of them all. For my Atlanta Falcons fans out there talking about, oh, Michael Penix Jr. needs to go to the bench. That's absurd. That's something that does not need to happen for sure. Now, let's hit the chat. Let's see what somebody said. So we had a guy, Drew. What up, though, Drew? So he said, worst team in the NFL is second in the division. Yeah, this is true. I get it. Panthers. I think he's talking about the Panthers at this point. I can probably go check, but at this point, I'm not even afraid to say. So I talked so much. I talked so crazy all summer. I talked crazy week 1. I talked crazy preseason. I've talked crazy all season. So I'm gonna just come out and say this to anybody I really made believe the Falcons was gonna be good. Just take a second and recoup. Go ahead and rewind. We gotta just lay low for a little bit. We gotta chill out for a little bit, including myself. Right now, I'm on the train of the Falcons. This ain't it for us, man. This year ain't it, man. I done lost a lot of faith after this last game getting goose-egged by the Panthers. Like, I done lost a lot of faith. And at this point, I think I'm okay with even admitting that Tampa Bay Buccaneers is about to win this division. And I ain't even mad, bro. You know what? Y'all got it. I just want to see the Falcons win a couple more games. But after this week 3 loss against the Panthers, I'm about to be the most low-key Falcons fan. I'm quiet. I'm chilling. You ain't going to hear me talking crazy for a minute. We going to have to win like 4 or 5 straight for me to start talking crazy again. But other than that, man, I done lost faith in this team from that loss. So Tampa Bay, man, y'all got it. Y'all got the division of the NFC South. Everybody else, I'm sorry if I made you believe the Falcons was going to be good. I'm sorry if I made you place a bet. Do whatever it is to make you think the Falcons was going to be better than what they are right now. But until further notice, we trash. Until we fire Zach Robinson, we trash. This is Falcons head coach Raheem Morris after the loss to the Panthers, losing 30-0.
Hats off to Carolina. They outplayed us in every phase. They went out, they dominated the game right from the beginning. We couldn't get things going, we couldn't turn it around, we couldn't survive the moment. And that's what happened in this game. Very humbling game. And ride the emotional roller coaster. And this week we rode the emotional roller coaster and we were down.
Yeah, Coach, what were your issues offensively today?
Everything. They came out right from the beginning and got after us. Obviously early with the headset going out and things of that nature, not being able to get things going in a rhythm. But don't make those excuses. We had plenty of time to come back, and we're not able to get those things going. That game got away from us fairly quickly, and we were not able to capture the moment.
Well, I hope Raheem Morris know that his seat is heating up. I was one of the few that liked Raheem Morris as a hire, but I hope he knows his seat is warming up. I'm going to leave it at that. Look, we got some more stuff coming up, though, so don't go anywhere. We got some news. Going to recap some of the sports going on and recap some of the scores from week 3. Obviously, we still got one more game happening tonight, but then we will tell you who's not and who's not, but the way I like to put it, who's hot and who's stinking up the place. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. It's halftime. We'll be back.